Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. Hello and welcome to Leveraged Knowledge. The purpose of this book summary is to provide you with the key points and thoughts, so if you have not read it before, you will understand the key knowledge the book wants to instill in you. If you have read it before, this video will work as a refresher and remind you of things you may have forgotten. The concept of eating frogs is attributed to Mark Twain, who said that if you start your morning by eating a live frog, then you would have tackled the worst thing that can happen that day already. In Brian Tracy's book, Eat That Frog, the frog represents your most crucial task, the one task that you are most likely to procrastinate doing yet could have the biggest impact on your life. If you have several frogs, then you should eat the ugliest one first to get it over with. If you knew that you absolutely had to eat a live frog in the morning, then there is no reason to procrastinate it. Just get it over with, so you can get on with your day. There is some overlap from chapter to chapter. Let's get to the steps to improve your life and best eat that frog. Number 1. Set the table. The best way to set the table to eat your frog, start by thinking on paper. Write down your goals and what needs to be done. Be specific. Break down what you need to do to achieve your goals into small individual tasks and then take action towards your major goals. One of the worst uses of time is to do something very well that need not be done at all. Number 2. Have your day planned in advance. Always work from your to-do list. Make sure to make your list the evening before for the day ahead. You should have different lists, a master list, a monthly list, a weekly list where you plan your entire week in advance. Move items from your monthly and weekly lists onto your daily list. Number 3. Apply the Pareto principle, 80-20 rule, to everything. Before you work on anything, make sure this task is among the 20% of tasks that determine 80% of your output. Try to resist the temptation to clear up small things first. Being able to determine what is truly important and unimportant is the key determinant to being successful in both your personal and professional life. Number 4. Consider the long term. Consider the long-term implications to improve your short-term decision-making. Successful people are able to delay gratification and sacrifice in the here and now to reap greater rewards in the future. Motivation requires motive. Do first things first and second things not at all. Make sure to ask yourself, what are my highest value activities? What can I and only I do that, if done well, will make a real difference? What is the most valuable use of my time right now? What is my biggest frog at this moment? Number 5. Procrastinate creatively. Say no to anything that is not a good use of your time. Deliberately procrastinate on tasks that are of low value so you have more time for the big impact tasks. Consistently look over your life and work to find time-consuming activities that you can abandon, such as watching TV, and instead spend quality time with your family, exercise, or educate yourself. In your professional life, identify what you can delegate or eliminate to free up time for the work that truly matters. Number 6. ABCDE Method. List everything you have to do the next day on paper. Then place an A, B, C, D or E next to each item on the list. The rule is to never do a B task when an A task is left undone. A C task is something that would be nice to get done, but there are no consequences if you do not get it done. A D task is something you can delegate to someone else. Eliminate E tasks altogether, as they will not make any real difference. Number 7. Focus on key result areas. Ask yourself, what one skill, if I yearned it, would have the biggest impact on my career? Number 8. Apply the law of 3. No matter how many different things you do in a week or a month, there are only 3 tasks and activities that account for 90% of the value of the contribution you make to your business. Number 9. Prepare thoroughly before you begin. Get everything you need before you begin your task. Having to get up in the middle of your workflow to get an important document or item will distract you. Number 10. Take it one oil barrel at a time. The title comes from the story of how Brian crossed the Sahara Desert using oil barrels to navigate. The point of the story is to take your mind off of big tasks and focus on a single action that you can take. How do you eat an elephant? one bite at a time. Number 11. Upgrade your key skills. Continually educate yourself and keep bettering yourself to become successful or to stay at the top of your field. Number 12. Leverage your special talents. Ask yourself, what am I really good at? What do I enjoy the most about my work? What has been most responsible for my success in the past? If I could do any job at all, what job would it be? Number 13. Identify your key constraints. Ask yourself, what is holding me back? And, what sets the speed at which I get the results I want? Number 14. Put the pressure on yourself. Work as if you only have one day to get the most important jobs done. You need to put pressure on yourself to perform instead of waiting for someone else to do it for you. Number 15. Maximize your personal powers. When you are reaching your breaking point, remind yourself that all you can do is all you can do. Take a day off fully, no work or obligations that tax your brain. Number 16. Motivate yourself into action. Be optimistic. Look for the good in every situation. Seek valuable lessons in every setback. Always look for the solution to every problem. Think and talk continually about your goals. Number 17. Get out of the technological time sinks. Detach regularly from technology and communication devices that can overwhelm you. Treat technology as a servant, not as your master. Resist the urge to check your devices first thing in the morning. Very few messages are so important that they can't wait. Number 18. Slice and dice the task. Cut down any big task down to manageable slices using the salami slice method. Lay out what needs to be done in detail and then get the job done, one slice at a time. Number 19. Create large chunks of time. Set appointments with yourself and make sure to keep them. Set aside chunks of time, from a half hour or up to several hours, where you make sure to focus on the job at hand without distractions or interruptions. Number 20. Develop a sense of urgency. Effective people launch quickly and strongly toward their targets. Try to work with a mental state called flow. Develop a bias for action. It takes significantly less energy to keep going than it takes to get started. A simple but powerful way to get yourself started is to repeat the words, do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Number 21. Handle every task. Great achievements require long periods of hard, concentrated work until the task is done. Pick your most important task, or frog, and then begin eating it. Focus on it single-mindedly until completion. Keep working on the task without diversion or distraction until it is 100% completed. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Do you have any suggestions for books we should condense and summarize for you? Please leave a comment below. I hope you have a wonderful day.